Today we're watching some Omizy, and we're talking about Sneako, and we're talking about the Top G, well, ex-Top G, Andrew Tate. And now, everybody, like, you don't have to keep up with Andrew Tate, fucking Nick Frances, Sneako, to understand that they be doing a lot of anti-Semitic stuff. Me personally, I'm not anti-Semitic, but I do have my views on the Jewish community and the Jewish people, mostly Israel. I was not American Jewish. I love American Jewish community. I love Jewish people in general, because not all Jewish people are bad at all. For sure, I love the Jewish community. I just do not support what Israel is doing. That's my main thing. I do not support what Israel is doing. I do not support anybody who support Israel. I don't agree with them on them terms. I don't agree with them. But other than that, let's see what's going on with Andrew Tate. Roll some weed, smoke. Let's see what's going on with Sneako.
People will say, he's not Top G anymore. He can't fight anymore, etc. When I was in my prime, I had to live and sleep peacefully at night, knowing that when I was 20-something and I was in my prime, I used my youth, and I did it.
Yeah.
And I'm not
or Sneako will say he's Top G.
Oh.
No. I'm sorry.
No. See, Andrew Tate can't do that. He can't do that because now he lost. He want to talk about old age and when I was younger. Nah, nigga, keep that same motion. Keep that same energy. Talk about niggas are weak. You can get in a ring with anybody and win. You work out 24/7. You always Top G. Nope. Keep the same motion every trip. Keep that same motion.
Can I ask you about that?
Sure.
I'm curious because you guys have had I don't know how much time you've had together, but I remember a long time ago, I think he went to Romania.
Yeah. He wanted to be me, and he copied me for a very long time. And then eventually...
I don't think he wanted to be you. I think he just looked up to you as a mentor. And I don't think there's anything wrong with somebody looking up to you as a mentor and want to follow in your footsteps. You know why? Because you're going to die. Then you want somebody younger to carry on your legacy or to carry on your beliefs. So in reality, you never really truly die. You just physically gone. You're physically gone, but your beliefs and your views are still here. That's why a lot of people never actually really die. They're just in the grave. I cut the music off on him. There you go.
By a Fresh and Fit, he came out to see me. And then he was really weird. So I stopped talking. And for years, I didn't talk. Because he's done many very weird things. And the only reason I'm not telling the story is because he loves attention so much that he wants me.
Fair.
That's just who he is.
Fair.
And he's a weirdo, and I refuse to talk to him because he's very strange. And basically, I think his name is pretty appropriate. Anyone who calls himself Sneaky. Hi, my name's Sneaky.
To be fair,
I mean, to be fair, yeah. I'll let you own. It's just a name, Sneako. But kind of how Pusheisty is. But he owned up to that shit. That nigga said, "I'm a snake, nigga." You can't out-snake a snake.
What man walks around and says, "Hi, my name's Sneaky, be my friend"? It's like, no. Just being a little prick on the internet like a little girl, crying about me all the time, because that's how he gets clicks, my name.
No way, gang.
Clicks.
Dude, I love attention so much.
Andrew's lying. He's lying.
You're going on a podcast tour about a song. You're burying your reputation right now. This is not a good look for you. It's embarrassing the fact that you call yourself the Top G, and a song is making you fold under pressure. The person who's supposed to be unfazed, hard to kill, the masculine essence who's not afraid of the Matrix.
You can't, it's like, the thing about it is like, you can't do something so controversial like that with a group of people, or a certain amount of 4 to 5 people, and then after it happens, you get all this backlash, and you turn around and be like, "Oh yeah, I don't fuck with the people I was just in the van with, singing this crazy song with. I don't fuck with them. I already don't like them. I don't like them. They're not cool. I would just know what it is that you're losing money. You're losing money. You're not standing on business like Andrew Tate usually talk about. Cancel me. I don't care. Cancel me. I'm Top G. You can't cancel Top G. Look, he's backtracking. But the only one who's not backtracking is Sneako. Sneako, the only one that not, so far I know, that's not backtracking. Even though he's complaining and crying about shit, but at least he's not backtracking.
Folding over a song.
Do I have to look? I literally don't have any wristbands.
I'll figure it out. He just told me to talk to him.
No way he's getting
one thing
banned.
at a time.
Tell the guy he doesn't need to come and film it. I just want to have a conversation, you and me.
Okay. Just stay over there, stay over there, stay over there.
Wow, no way you're a goofy cooler.
tonight, it's gonna be a no, brother. All right. I think you know why.
Yeah, let's go.
Wow.
He got banned.
Sneako's a real funny dude, man. His hard times are continuing
banned,
as
bro.
he is now facing the real life consequences and backlash from his whole Miami nightclub incident. Not only is he seeing the backlash.
Again, if you know the Jewish community, if you're speaking about the Jewish community, and all of them, you talk about Jews own this, the Jewish own that. You can't get on there singing like that. Don't get me wrong. You can say like your controversial stuff because everybody have their opinions, but you can't get on there singing that song and with a bunch of top streamers, bro, and just singing that song by Kanye and expect nothing to happen, especially in Miami. Most like them big like New York, Miami, Los Angeles, bro. You can't be like now if it's like a gang member situation, like gang violence. They don't give a fuck. They can't really ban you from shit. But you're talking about CEOs and owners and business people and marketers and investors. Oh yeah, they can ban you easily. You know why? Because they have the money. That's why. You gotta be careful what you do.
From the different communities that were affected. Not only
but I respect Sneako standing on business.
is he seeing himself getting banned from these different places and spaces, but he's also losing the protection and comfort being around the collection of weirdos that he called friends. It's not just Tate that turned on Sneako. The entire Red Pill community and their whole alliance turned on Sneako.
They're all turned on
The way that
Sneako,
you
bro.
have known racists and anti-Semites turning their back on you lets me know that all of it was fake this entire time. If you're new to this and you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way for us during this Ice-Mageddon that we're going through in the South. Now, back into the video. If you didn't know, there's been like rifts in the Red Pill community for a long time. As some of these characters go further into nonsensical dissension, people have been turning their back on them, you know, dispelling them from these groups, etc., for the past couple of years. Most notably, though, in this is the Andrew Tate and Sneako beef. They've had tension for the past, what, year, 2 years at this point? And things were ignited earlier this month with the whole Venezuelan takeover from the US government. Now, there were some other things to that beef, some questions about morality. I'm not gonna get into it because it's kind of political, plus, you know, I might get clapped up over it. But ultimately, it was two egos, zero accountability being had. And honestly, it's funny because all of that leads up to this boiling point that we're at right now. But before we get into that boiling point, here's a word from our sponsor of the day. You know, over here at the platform that works like you. Users money, everyone. You might as well sign up and try it as you make a completely free account with just an email and a password. That's all it's gonna take. Now, I'm not saying that this is a get rich quick scheme. That's why you're skeptical, but I'm here to clear that up right now. But it is a way to make an extra $10 to $20 playing these games. Now, mind you, these are games that you already like, or you can find new ones. And if you're really dedicated, you can make over $200 on some of them. But you didn't hear that from me. The thing about it is you don't even have to wait for these crazy thresholds. Once you get about $20 in your account, you can go ahead and cash out. And in under 24 hours, you got it in your account. Now, it's completely free. And here's how you do it. You either click the link in the description or you scan this QR code. You can check out a way to get you some extra cash with Tester. No, I got sense for these guys to have any sort of meetup or collision anytime soon. Both of them kind of got really disrespectful about each other, so why would they be seen in the same room? Unless it was for a look, which I'll get into a little later. But a fast recap of the Miami situation, the Loser Vengers collected and connected. They played a song that
The nigga, the Loser Vengers is hilarious.
is banned in the car and in the club. They got called out on it. Sneako was the fall guy in the whole situation. Everybody pointed their fingers at Sneako when they came back. They started burning bridges left, right, and sideways. Whole establishment started banning the group, but most notably Sneako from going to different places.
That's
and
crazy.
spaces. And the
All
whole
Sneako.
internet started piling up on Sneako, which
That's
activated
insane.
his fight or flight response.
Yep.
I think Sneako played the song.
Yeah.
I think Tristan explicitly told me that Sneako played the song.
If Sneako played the song, Sneako played the song. I don't think that any of them are deeply anti-Semitic genuinely. I think they're just kids. It gets a reaction. They think they're funny. They're on the internet. I really didn't do anything wrong. I understand why some people were offended. I
Bro,
go on a
what?
bus. Full-grown men made decisions while I sat on my phone. I
This
then
is
got
crazy.
off the bus and stood in the nightclub while other people played songs while I sat on my phone.
Now remember, there were 6 other grown men involved in this situation. And for what it's worth, Sneako wasn't even the one who was like boisterous about the song. Hell, he couldn't even say the words, which I think is an indictment on who he is in all of this. Like, you're faking it until you make it to impress a bunch of dudes. That shit is kind of weird, gang.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, some shape, some form, some fashion, Sneako is the one to blame, not Myron, who was gung-ho about the song, throwing it up, going hard, banging his head. Not
Nope.
Nick Fuentes, who was also bobbing along to the song. But for some reason, you had everybody, like Tristan Tate, Andrew Tate's brother, point the fingers at Sneako. And it's crazy because only until receipts showed themselves do we find out that it actually wasn't Sneako. It was Fresh and Myron who were saying like, yo, we need to play this song.
When you need a last-minute dress, just ask Google to virtually try on and shop outfits.
These meals changed everything for me. I'll admit it, I was skeptical about ready-to-eat meals, but then I tried.
Oh yeah, he's telling Nick right there. And then I think he whispers it to the girl right there to go. Or maybe that's Walter. He's telling Walter to play it.
You know what's crazy? Because they all did throw Sneako under the bus. I get on Twitter, I'm like, bro, why everybody at Sneako's neck? I think based off the videos, it seems like everybody else in that van was going harder than Sneako was. I don't see, like, I met Sneako in person. Now I met Sneako at Trump inauguration. I met him in Washington. We went there for Trump shit. And in person, Sneako's cool. I mean, he's cool. Like he wasn't, to me, it don't seem like he was just trying to like be in front of everybody. He wasn't trying to look for attention. Even in the video, bro, it wasn't seem like he was trying to search for attention and shit and camera on me, camera on me. Nah, that was Myron. Myron was the one going all hard with it, dancing with it, screaming and shit. That's Myron with it. Even after the situation, Myron got back on stream and just started dancing in a KKK mask, talking about anti-Semitic shit. Like, Myron's the one not going too far with it. It was crazy. Myron got me blocked on Twitter. But
Look at him. Now, Myron's a degenerate himself. We know that. I'll get to that in 2 seconds because I think he also plays a pivotal role in this entire conversation. But I believe that a lot of people saw this moment in time as an opportunity to kick Sneako's back in. Because even after going to that Miami nightclub, knowing that Myron was the one who prompted the song, Fresh went to a podcast and totally lied, totally undercut this whole situation.
So you were out that night with Andrew Tate and Sneako and everybody. In general, do you think, because to me it seemed like you and Tate weren't about that Nazi.
Not at all.
Wow.
What is exactly your view on that, man?
So again, I know why the guys are doing it. It's for clicks and for content. Now, the thing that's anti-Semitic, honestly, no. But for me, I'm not here to make anybody feel comfortable or feel bad. I'm just doing this, for example, for content where like people get have a value. So for me, it was like, okay, that salute and what they went through, bro. That is not my battle to fight. It's just not. So
that's nasty, bro.
I respect their community, what they do, and for me to push an agenda on that, why would I do that?
Yeah.
I live here. My friends are Jewish. To me, it's like that's me coming to your house and spitting in your face. Not respectful at all. So I find it disgusting, honestly.
This type of nasty behavior happened.
So I don't get if he views it that way, right? If he views like, yeah, being anti-Semitic is nasty, you shouldn't do it, blah 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 blah. Then why are you so cool with Myron? I get it, y'all started this shit together, but why are you so cool with him, bro? Oh, it had nothing to do with me, nigga. You working with him. You do deals with him. What do you mean? It has everything to do with you.
The entire weekend and throughout this whole fiasco where people were seen during this situation celebrating the song, having fun, laughing, giggling, and all this other stuff like that. And now they are contradicting themselves. Fresh asked the DJ to play. Now he's morally outraged because he has friends that are Jewish. He lives there, all these other things like that. Andrew Tate could have left, but sat there as they played the song and let them use him for views.
He could have left. Top G could have got his Bugatti and left. He could have got a Ferrari. He could have got his Lamborghini and bounced. He did it. He stayed.
But now it's not right at all. And now we're sitting here at a time in which we can kick Sneako's back in because somebody had to be the fall guy and, you know, it's convenient. Now, after that whole Miami nightclub incident, Sneako felt the backlash almost immediately. The next day when he tried to apologize, that's when a friend of his, who seemingly is Jewish, came to the internet while Sneako was streaming and told him like, yo, it's fuck you guys. That was messed up.
You know you're banned from everything now, right? You smoked yourself. He's been in my vlogs. It's this promoter, this promoter who's been in my vlogs. He's been a friend of mine for a while. We've had back and forth. He's a Zionist, and he just said I'm banned from everything. Call him. Let me call him.
A Zionist? Nah, bro. I don't fuck with Zionists. See, I don't do that. With Zionists, no, you're a Zionist. I don't fuck with Zionists. Because you support Israel. Now, you just Jewish. You're just Jewish and you're just Jewish. But Zionists, if you're a Zionist that support Israel, that's what I don't like.
Hey, what's up? I'm streaming right now.
Damn.
I can see that.
Y'all heard how you just got on the phone? The racist. Oh my God.
Man.
He's good.
So I'm banned from everything?
That's what I hear.
From who? Who said that?
You're banned from virtually, am I on stream? I don't want my face on stream.
Oh, okay, yeah, just put your voice.
You're virtually banned from every single hospitality group in the United States.
Like what?
Tao Group, Good Hospitality, H-Root Group, virtually every restaurant.
Watch Sneako's face during
venue,
this
every
moment. Like,
nightclub,
watch him.
You're pretty much banned for your anti-Semitic remarks and your absolute racism and your hatred towards Jews. I thought we were friends.
We are friends. You don't want to be friends anymore?
So, okay, this is not me. Well, actually, I guess it is me doing this. I'm not trying to put a black card here at all. Not at all. But like, I'm thinking, I'm like, bro, what do you mean you banned from everything in the United States? What do you mean by that? So as he explained it, I'm like, oh yeah, because you're racist. He said you're racist. And your hate towards Jewish. I'm like, damn. These streamers, these creators be saying crazy shit about black people. They be saying the most diabolical shit about the black community. But as soon as like it comes to the Jewish community, they're banned. They talk bad about the Jewish community. They're banned from everywhere. Then if somebody come on here and be like, you know what, the Jewish community owns everything, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's anti-Semitic. Look what bro, he literally just said Sneako is banned from every hospitality group in the United States. That means East Coast to West Coast to North to South. All states. He's banned because he made fun of the Jewish community. That's a high level of control and power. Yeah, that's a strong level of control and power. It's super strong.
Oh, I haven't been your friend in over a year, my man. You're an anti-Semitic.
Look at it go from the smile to the...
It's blatantly disgusting. It's very, very offensive. You know, I've hosted you thousands of times, taken care of you. I've been a true friend.
Look at his face.
Like all I've ever received from you.
Because the dude not lying. Sneako's face looked like that because the dude who's talking is not lying. He been a good friend. He been there. He took care of Sneako. Now he's hurt, which he has all the right to be upset. He has all the right to be hurt. He has all the right to say what we want to say Sneako. Like the same way Sneako has all the right to say what we want to say in the Jewish community, freedom of speech. But your freedom of speech always will have a consequence.
Hatred, racism, and just anti-Semitism.
When have I been racist or hateful towards you?
When you play HH in a club, dickhead, that's when you're racist. That's when you're anti-Semitic. That's when you're all of these things. Sneako thought this was one of those moments in which he could just do whatever he wants.
My bad for pausing it y'all so much, but like, to play in a club is insane. Like, that's insane. And the DJ she got probably fired, most likely. You can always have your views. Don't get me wrong. You can have your views. You can think what you want to think. If you're going to play this song, play it on your channel. Or play it in your car. Or play it somewhere else. I mean, be racist somewhere else. But don't ruin everybody's night on some racism. Like if you with your friends, like in a car, when they play that shit in the car, yeah, do it. You with your friends. Y'all just in a car together, or niggas y'all talk to, play it. But a whole club, bro, that'll probably cause a lot of panic. It probably caused a lot of panic. People got scared and shit. Like, you can't do that.
say whatever he wanted, etc., etc. But I guess he overestimated his status in all of these conversations. And it really got under his skin when everybody decided to flip on him. When he got on the live stream that same night with Myron and he saw that Myron wasn't defending him, you can see his face throughout that whole interaction. It just screams like, oh wow, I fucked up because I'm gonna be the one who gets the hit for this. When you see the live stream the next day or so with Aiden Ross, where he completely gets bitched in real time for overreacting and not keeping it 100 or not being consistent with him, ultimately to get called a tampon by Vitali, you can see Sneako's world getting flipped upside down in real time.
I feel bad for him. Listen to this song. This should not.
But I feel bad for him to a certain extent. I don't feel bad that he's getting consequences of him playing the song. I feel bad because everybody who played that song, it being a bunch of bitches, they're blaming Sneako. Like they're not, like they're putting the whole blame on Sneako because he's the easiest target. To me, that's some like it's pussy shit. It's pussy. It's like, bro, you did shit too. Like you were doing a lot of shit too. So to put the whole blame on him, you act like you don't fuck with him and none of that shit. But you was in a group chat, you was texting him, you was in the next to him, you was in the club, y'all was sharing women and shit, smoking cigars, drinking and shit together. Bro, y'all bitches. Y'all bitches. It's a bitch thing. It's really a bitch. That's what shit girls do. It's a girl thing, bro. That's fake. It's fake as fuck. But then again, look how they talk with their stream. I mean, shit. Sneako shit saw it coming. You can't if they don't fuck with you beginning, bro. They're gonna fuck with you for that one night. It's one night, bro. You know how the industry is. Industry fake.
I don't really care. I don't care. I'm not. I just offended you, bro. I don't care. Why are you telling me? I don't give a fuck. Go tell people that are not having your back. I literally just said that. I'll talk to you later. Sorry, I mean.
I appreciate it. Vitaly, welcome home.
All right,
bro. Welcome home, Sush. Good to see you.
You're a fucking bloody tampon, bro.
Sheesh.
I'm sick of a new tampon. Oh my goodness, he's gonna get upset.
Bro, what the fuck happened?
I don't, dude. I don't. I really don't.
However you book.
I didn't watch them talk. I gotta watch them talk.
Hotel you want. Then do what people do.
But what the fuck is this? Well, I felt the ad with Funball. I disagree. I don't disagree.
I tried that. You can't. You can't really. It's not about. I don't really know. I feel bad.
And then you have the real disrespect.
Yeah, see, I gotta watch that because I don't think Aiden Ross is a bad person, bro. I think he grew the way he came up with he grew up with some childish people. He did a lot of childish shit. But I don't think Aiden Ross as a whole is a bad person, bro. I really don't think. A lot of people say Aiden Ross is a bad person. His community is racist as fuck. Like his community is racist as shit, and I see clips of him addressing it sometimes, but I don't really watch Aiden that much. I just see clips of him. But based off the clips I see of him, I don't think he's really a bad person.
Andrew Tate goes on a tirade talking about how Sneako is irrelevant. They use him for clicks. They've never been friends. They haven't been friends for years. All this other stuff. Tate goes on a podcast for belittling Sneako for what he has done and how Sneako has used him and the fact that they just aren't cool like that. It's actually quite insane to watch in real time.
People are saying you sold Sneako out, saying that Sneako was the person who played the song in the club. And I thought that was a little out of character for you, but with everything you've just said, having been through a lot, it's just kind of like, let me avoid another tragedy.
Yeah, the problem with talking about him is he likes it because he needs it for his stream. So he's going to take this clip and he's going to sit on his stream to his few viewers and he's going to make a big deal of it. First things first, I don't think I sold him out, and I'll tell you why. Firstly, he hasn't been my friend for a very long time. He's not my boy.
Yikes.
He's not like Tristan.
Yikes.
You know, I hung out with him years ago.
Your brother. Tristan's your brother. So of course he's not like Tristan. What do you mean? It's like, oh, he's not my friend. He's not my friend. You know, he's not like, you know, he's not like Tristan. What do you mean? What do you mean, bro? What do you mean like your friend? You're hanging out with him. He's not a random. Not some random. You text him, you're in the club, you're sharing shit with him, bro. He has to be something. Then he's nothing to you, and he was literally nothing, and you were just using him. Then you're a bitch. You're a bitch.
Ago when he was emulating me, trying to be me desperately. I made his career by speaking to him. Otherwise, he would have stayed a nobody forever. Instead of showing me thanks for that, he started, every time I wouldn't reply to his texts, go on stream and cry in some way and complain about me. It was very bitchy. It was very weird. Like he'd beg to be my friend one side and then do a stream insulting me the next side. Back and forth. Anything for views. Very strange. And I'm not the only person.
And that bitchy too. If you want to be friends one minute, You tell everybody don't fuck with me, then you a bitch, you a shit. Sneako that bitchy too. They flock together.
He did it too. And then I said to Tristan, anyone who names themselves Sneako, like you're naming yourself Sneaky. Imagine I was saying, hey, my name's Rat. It's a fucking shit name and it's weird. Sneaky doesn't matter. When this controversy's over, he's going to have to go back to making videos no one watches, trying to find some other controversy. He's not in business. He's not making any money. He's not close to the Trump family. He's not moving politics.
Yikes.
No Hollywood actor wants him. He isn't connected to the royal family in Dubai. He isn't doing anything. He's not in a position where if he says the wrong thing, the royal family in Dubai will say, sorry, you can't have your political protection and your golden visa. Sorry, we can't give you the Emirati passport anymore. Like he's at such a low level. He doesn't even contemplate the world above him. He doesn't understand why some people can't do what he's doing.
Now, I think Andrew Tate unearthed a lot in that conversation, and there was definitely some hypocrisy and
there's a lot of it
because he's definitely using him as a shield in this conversation. But it ultimately goes to show two things. One, these guys never really had your back. They were never really your friends. They were never any of this stuff. You abandoned that whole life that you were going down and the path that you were going down in the first half of your content creation journey to align yourself with guys that were ultimately going to leech off of you in order to get you and your audience hooked to their stuff, but ultimately turn their back on you when it saw fit. And right now, based off of the conversations with the powers that be, it seems as though this is the time to turn their back on you. And number two, it is interesting though, the point about you needing him for clicks. Sneako needing Tate in order to drive viewership. And I would attribute this to this whole controversy content era that Sneako or Myron or Andrew or Clavicular, whoever, falls into. The only reason why that stuff was even relevant at the time it was is because it was controversial. It was poppy. It was clicky. People had fun because they felt like free speech was under attack because you guys told them free speech was under attack, and it just got super edgy. But you guys got less clever about it on the day-to-day, got really on the nose about it, switched your moral stance while still preaching that you need to have a moral stance every now and again, and now you look like a jackass when people turn their back on you. I saw a clip not too long ago of Nick Fuentes criticizing Myron Gaines for wearing a anti-Semitic costume, one that makes him look like a stereotypical Jewish person, and he gave him harsh criticisms.
That's Crazy so Chicago sent $50. God bless you. But how about Myron doubling down on his intros? Hashtag shut it down.
I don't like that stuff. I think it's silly. I think that stuff like that, I mean, to the extent that you do the edgelording, I think less is more. I think, if you do it once in a while, maybe it can be funny, but wearing the Cookie Monster thing everywhere, the Klan outfit, the fucking Jew costume, I think there's a fine line with that stuff where it can be funny, but then if you do it too much, it crosses over into self-parody. And I think it's silly, but I like Myron, but that's not my style.
Cadillac sent $20.
Now this is totally ironic coming from Nick Fuentes, who is wearing the quarter zip.
That's what I'm saying.
The type of quarter zip that he's wearing is a reference to Jeffrey Epstein. I think it's all pretty weird, but the stuff that he's saying is absolutely true. This is like when you and your friends do a little game where you do these fingers or put the little 3 circles below your waistline, and you're doing the punching game. And it was cool while you were in 7th grade, but in 8th grade, everybody kind of grew up, but you're still doing it. And now in front of the girls in your class, they're making you feel like a loser for doing the same things they did. Yeah, this is the situation that these guys who still participate in controversial content sit in. Hell, even this morning, Kanye West put out a long apology to the Jewish community and to the black community to some extent about all the anti-Semitic rhetoric and anti-black rhetoric that he's been putting out for the past couple years. So now you guys are left holding the bag looking like jackasses. And when the cool kids in the circle game situation turn their back on you, all you can do is scrimp and scramble and try to figure out ways to get back in their good graces. Instead of just saying that like, yo, it's dumb, Sneako and Myron continue to double down in the bit. They keep throwing the circles up. They keep doing the little hand gesture. And so now you're sitting here with a bunch of burnt bridges. You're getting thrown under the bus by Walter and every other friend that you have, or I should say, friend that you had in the industry. How you seemingly can't even come into the brand risk event. Now, they did ultimately let him in, but it's still funny for the bit. But now here you are in real time trying to convince a collective of people that, hey, they also did the thing. Why aren't they standing with me? While everybody else is either apologizing, moving on, saying that it's wrong, whatever the case may be. And they're leaving you out to dry. Now, I have a prediction for Sneako going forward. He's gonna try to go on different people's platforms. He's gonna try to rectify these situations by, you know, saying that it wasn't just him or it wasn't a big deal. And people are gonna continue to use him for content for the next couple weeks. But after that, he's just gonna go back to the same old song and dance and grifting gimmick that he's been getting off for a little while now. He'll spin up his religious tropes. He'll even go at attacking some of these guys for where they're morally corrupt. But at the end of the day, the music is playing, Sneako, and the walls are closing in. It's time to wrap this shit up ASAP, my brother, because the only reason why people are watching you so intentfully now is because they want to see your demise and they want to see your downfall. The collective that was even cool with being seen with you in public has now turned their back on you. And I don't know where you go from here since you were, you know, morally flip-flopping for the past 3 years, but I'm excited to see. You know why? Because I get to make a video about you, gang. That's it. It's not like you're doing anything new, innovative, or creative that is like forcing people to sit down and get glued to their phones. No. You're Jack Dohertying it at this point. Like, people are watching you crash and burn.
I don't think he had Jack's level. I don't think he had Jack level. Jack's level pretty fucking low. But yeah, bro, he ain't lying. Like I said, I met Sneako at the Trump's inauguration situation, and I met Sneako. I talked to him. He was a cool dude. He would chill, and but it was chill. It was a quick little conversation. And I don't watch Sneako enough to really judge him, but I do recall him flip flopping. To think about it, I do recall him flip flopping a lot. I do remember that. I never really see him do no big anti-Semitic shit until this. Like, this is my first time really seeing him do some crazy anti-Semitic shit. Like, I heard him say little shit about the Jewish community and shit. Like, to see some big anti-Semitic shit, my first time really seeing him do it. Well, W video.